Is the focus mainly on making the best content and like the best show that you can make, or is some of that effort kind of split into trying to figure out more of the technical things, kind of like you were saying about, you know, not just thumbnails and stuff and descriptions, but like what is the drop off points of the video and where are we getting found, and are you split testing like titles and images and all that kind of stuff, or is most of it just we kind of have that technical side down, so we're just going to try to focus on making the best show we can?
You know, I would say I'm 100-0 ratio, where 100% of my effort is the creative, like what excites me, what amuses me. And I would play the old card a little bit of do as I say, not as I do. Right. I do think it's a great idea to invest in the science side as well. Look at drop-off points, look at the analytics, because that's great data that can help you grow and improve. And I know there's room for me to grow and improve by looking at that. However, I just don't look at it. I get so much joy just doing the creative stuff where, you know, there's a big part of me, and I don't advocate this. It's how I am. But a big part of me says, like, I don't care what the data says. I want to do what excites me. And, you know, I do remember there was a time really early on where I'd try to make the videos like 2 to 3 minutes because like drop off times and like that's, you know, maximize viewer retention. So there's not any drop off time. But then, you know, over the years, like, you know, I think my second best performing video ever it's well over 6 minutes long.
Right.
And many of my videos are over 5 minutes. But yeah, I mean, I would advocate what you said, Matt. Do that. Pay attention. And I honestly think all of us are different with regard to the art and science. So I'm a little bit extreme where I'm like, I'm 100% art and 0% science. Some people, you know, there's a guy named James Wedmore. He had a YouTube course I took, I don't know, 5 or 6 years ago. That guy's like 95% science and 5% art. Right. And like, but that's him. And then I think for all of us, once we find our ratio, like what feels good to me, paying attention to the science side, the analytics versus freaking making stuff. I think once we find our ratio, being true to that is probably the best way to do it.
Right. One more quick follow-up. I see a few YouTubers have kind of started to make the jump onto the OTT platforms like the Amazon Prime, Netflix, that kind of thing. Is that something that you're planning on doing, or have you thought about that yet?
Yeah. It's something I don't want to rush yet. It's definitely on my mind. You know, I've been doing stand-up comedy for about 2.5 years now, which is, in the scheme of things, that's so short in the stand-up world. And over that 2.5 years, I've put a lot of work, so I've been able to improve a lot. Yet, to be honest, it's like, man, I don't think I'm Netflix ready yet. You know, getting closer, but when I am, I would love to have some kind of situation put together where I can have a special on Netflix or Amazon Prime, whatever the right platform is.
All right. Thanks. I appreciate your time.
Heck yeah, Matt. Thank you, brother.